Hey guys, it's been a while. What I've got here today is 3 tolerance tests for 3D printing. I'll put the files up on Thingiverse and link them down in the description. I've designed these 3 tests because I've found the other ones to have a couple problems. The first problem is that sometimes the test area is too small so you don't actually get a feel for the tolerance in the part. The second reason is that some are really hard to print. And the third and most important reason is that I've found they usually only test one direction and they're not easily printable in other directions. So that's why I made these ones. This first one here is a tolerance test for the XY direction. It's just a cylinder and a block with a hole. Over here on our spreadsheet, by the way, all the lengths are in millimeters, I've made this parametric. The square length here refers to the length of one of the sides of the square. The hole diameter is for the hole, and the rod diameter is for the diameter of the rod. The difference in the diameter of the hole and the rod divided by 2 is your tolerance. This gap right here. So you print this one upright and it should show the different tolerances on the XY plane. The next test I have is for the Z direction. You print each of these pieces upright and it'll give you the tolerance for the Z direction. That is this gap right here. And this is your XY tolerance from earlier. Let's look at each of the dimensions on the parametric spreadsheet. So here I've got the wall thickness. This is just the general thickness of the part. This is the hole width. It determines how wide you want the rod to be based on your XY tolerance. The channel length here is just how long the channel is that the rod is sliding through. And the difference between the hole thickness and the rod thickness is what's going to give you your Z tolerance. The last tolerance test I have here is for a hex nut. I found it's a little bit harder to get the tolerances for these right because it's not the exact same tolerance you would use for 3D printing. You already know exactly how big the machined nut is, but the 3D print is the one that's not going to be as reliable. So I designed this test so I can feel the different tolerances on the nut. This one's pretty simple. It's just one part. You've got the length of the square, how high it extrudes, and the width of the nut here, which I set to 5 millimeters. And that's from the flat side to the flat side. That's much easier to measure than tip to tip with a caliper. That's all for today. I hope you found this video useful. Unfortunately, all the files are in FreeCAD. Sorry if you use Fusion 360. At least FreeCAD is, well, free, so you can edit the files if you really want to. Bye!